Yo, how's everybody doing? It's your boy College Football Weekly here, back again with another video. In this video, I'm going over my predictions and picks here for Week 11 with each top 25 team. So yeah, I decided to include my last week's record there just because, yeah, why not? I felt like putting it there. And yeah, I just want to thank everybody for the comments, man. There have been some pretty funny comments and stuff. I like reading comments, so yeah, appreciate it. Let's dive right into it. So Wake Forest at NC State. I don't have any problem. I think NC State's going to win this one. It's a Thursday night game. NC State can beat these, unranked opponents with ease, I think. So yeah, I'm going to have NC State in this one. Louisville at Syracuse. I think Syracuse will win this one. I mean, Louisville's having a very bad year. They really don't stand a chance, honestly, against any team this year. So yeah, Syracuse should take this one easily at home. This is a Friday night game, too, by the way. Fresno at Boise. I think I'm going to go with Boise here. Because it's a night game, it's at Boise. Boise's a decent team. They're 7-2. And yeah, I mean, I think this one will be very close. Very, very, very close game. Back and forth. But I think Boise will come out on top. I think they're going to win this one. So I'm going to have Boise in this one. TCU at West Virginia. TCU finally able to get a win last week. They've been struggling all year since their starter went down. A quarterback. They're at West Virginia, though. West Virginia's hot, and I think West Virginia, it's going to be, I think, a kind of a close game for that first half, but I think West Virginia will pull away in that second half. Ohio State at Michigan State. This is probably the game of the week. Just glancing through all these top 25 games, this is probably the game of the week here. Ohio State, last couple weeks, basically since that Penn State win, and have been looking very questionable, not very dominant. Offense has been not that good. Their defense has been struggling even worse. And this is the first time they get tested, really, since the struggles have began. They have to go to Michigan State. It's at 12 o'clock. And Michigan State's a decent team. I don't 18 maybe a little high, put them in the 20s, but nonetheless, I think Michigan State will give them a test. But I think Ohio State, this is going to be a very, I think, low-scoring game. I think it's going to be very similar to that Michigan State game. And Ohio State's going to probably win this one like 24-14 or 17, something like that. It's going to be really close, like a one-possession game. Navy at UCF. So Navy's got a tough schedule, I'm going to be honest. But I think UCF will win this. They prove time and time again they can win games. And I think nothing's going to change this week with Navy. Never count a Navy or Army and Air Force team out. They're always going to go out, lay it all on the line. They can upset anybody any week. I think it'll be a pretty close matchup, but I think UCF, the fact that they're at home, I think they're pretty good. I think they'll come out on top in this one. South Carolina at Florida. God knows how Florida's still 15 after getting blown out by Mizzou, but I wouldn't be surprised if Florida loses again this week, to be honest, with South Carolina. South Carolina's a decent team. But I think Florida's going to bounce back. I do. I say Florida bounces back in this one. They're at home. Back-to-back losses. I don't think they're going to lose a third straight, so I have Florida in this one. Wisconsin at Penn State. Two Big Ten teams that started out with such high hopes, and their hopes have kind of went down the drain as the year's coming to an end. Wisconsin started the year at like 4. Penn State started the year at like 10, 11, 12 or something. One of these teams is going to be unranked after this week still, and I think it's going to be Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin's just not that good of a team this year. I think it's going to be a close game, depending on Trace McSorley's health. If Trace McSorley's out, I'm going to go with Wisconsin, to be honest, but if Trace McSorley can play, I'm going to go with Penn State, so it's kind of a game-time decision, but I'm pretty sure Trace McSorley's going to play. Or not, I don't know, I really don't pay attention to Penn State that much, but yeah. I'm just going to go with Penn State in this one. They're at home. They should win. Mississippi State at Alabama. I don't think this is going to be a game. Despite Mississippi State, I'm pretty sure they said Mississippi State's giving up the least touchdowns. So they've got a really good defense. It's their offense that I have problems with. They can probably contain Bama to 30 or so points in this one. Maybe, I don't know. Bama's at home. If Mississippi State was at home in this game at night, I would legit give Mississippi State a chance in this one. But the fact that they're going to Bama, they almost beat Bama last year at home, but They have to go to Bama this year. You can't really pick against Bama. this year, especially what they did at LSU. So I'm gonna go with Bama in this one. At Rutgers, I mean Michigan, obviously by big. Oklahoma State at Oklahoma. This might be a shootout similar to that Texas Tech game, but obviously you can't count Kyler Murray out. I'm going to go with Oklahoma Sooners here in this one. Washington State at Colorado. Washington State's looked pretty shaky the past couple weeks. Barely getting out of that game against Cal. And I think they desperately needed their bye week, like in this stretch. But they've had a tough stretch of games. Colorado, they're just lacking that talent. If Colorado was if Washington State versus Colorado last week and maybe had to go to Cal this week, I would pick them to win. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be a really close game again because Washington State's run down. They're tired, man. They do not want to go on the road, especially now. But Colorado, man, they're not that good of a team despite what their record says. So I'm going to go with Washington State in this one. Kentucky at Tennessee. Kentucky, they're still hanging in there at number 11 here in the poll. They have to go to Tennessee. Tennessee, I mean, Tennessee's garbage, bro. Tennessee's bad. Oh, no. I'm going to go with Kentucky. Whenever usually I pick Kentucky, they lose. But I'm hoping, I don't know. I mean, I like this story of Kentucky. I just don't think they should be number 11, though, based off what we've seen. But, I mean, I think they're good enough to beat Tennessee, so I'm going to go with Kentucky. Northwestern at Iowa. Iowa losing 2 straight. I don't think they should be in the top 25. Northwestern almost able to beat Notre Dame. Not quite enough, though. What is this? This is a 3:30 game. It's at Iowa. That is basically the deciding factor, I think, in this one. And with that being said, I think Iowa will come out on top in this one. Just the fact that it's at Iowa. At Iowa State. Iowa State, decent team. I mean, questionable if they should be in the top 25 right now. But Baylor, they're all right. They got some explosive offense here and there. But I'm gonna go with Baylor in this one to upset Iowa State. I just don't think Iowa State is there yet. I'm pretty sure they're only 5-3 on the year. Baylor, I think, is like something around there too. I'm gonna go with Baylor though to upset the Cyclones in this one. Auburn at Georgia. Auburn fighting its way back in the top 25. Still not. They're not gonna do something like they did last year and beat Bama and beat Georgia. It's not gonna happen, I don't think, this year. They don't have home field advantage for either game this year, so Georgia's clicking. Georgia should win this one, I think. Maybe a close first half, but I wouldn't be shocked if Georgia just kind of blows out Auburn in this game. Florida State at Notre Dame. This is kind of a freebie TBH for Notre Dame. Florida State, I mean, who knows, maybe Florida State will come out and try for once, but Florida State, man, they're just done. Like I said, they were even worse than they were last year. Notre Dame, you never know with Notre Dame. These past couple weeks, looks like the ice is starting to crack on the team, but who knows? I think Notre Dame though will win. It's a night game. It's at Notre Dame. Notre Dame should win though against Florida State. LSU at Arkansas. We'll see how LSU responds. It's against Arkansas, though. It's at night, which may help Arkansas a bit, but Arkansas is not a good team this year. So I think LSU should take this one. It's at Texas Tech. I'm going to go with Texas Tech in this one. Texas, man, I think they're just kind of done, The motivation is starting to dwindle, especially after last week, a little 2-point conversion given up for the game. Texas Tech playing a pretty good game with Oklahoma last week. I think and it's at Texas Tech, so I think Texas Tech will beat Texas this week. Clemson at Boston College. Clemson not gonna have any problems, I think, here. Given it's at Boston College at night, it might be a close first half going into the third. But I think Clemson will eventually pull away in this one in the fourth. The way Clemson's been playing, man, they're playing good. They're catching fire here late in the year, and I mean, I don't, I don't think Clemson's gonna have trouble with these lower tier top 25 teams. They can, I think, just blow through them with ease. The way they've been playing. So I think Clemson is gonna beat Boston College here. I think probably by 10 or 14, something like that. It'll be a close first half. Boston College put up a fight that first half. They're at home. It's at night, but I think Clemson force a couple turnovers second half, and then the game will kind of fall into Clemson's hands. So yeah, that's it though for Week 11 picks. Appreciate y'all watching the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.